One of the most popular Philadelphia suburb towns is New Hope. Why is this old, historic, small town so highly desired? We're gonna go over that in this video today. Hey there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philadelphia suburb realtor. I specialize in helping people just like you move to the great state of Pennsylvania and find their perfect home. All of my contact information is below. I look forward to hearing from you, and let's get started. So if you're not familiar with New Hope, Pennsylvania, the first thing that we need to do is go over what is New Hope even like and what is it known for. This small town dates back to 1837, and in the early 1900s, it became a popular resort town for residents of Philadelphia who built summer homes along the Delaware River. New Hope is known as a very artsy town, and that dates back to the early 1900s when tons of artists and writers flocked to the town because of the amazing scenery that New Hope has. New Hope is located right on the Delaware River, so the views both day and night are absolutely breathtaking. So now looking at New Hope in the modern day, it is still a quaint town full of artists, writers, painters, etc. Downtown New Hope has so much character, and it is full of some amazing locally owned businesses, some incredible restaurants, breweries, bars, and it's also very common to see a street performer in the downtown area because New Hope attracts some very creative people. So the next thing that we have to ask is, why is there such a high demand for people to move to New Hope? Probably the number one reason why I hear people moving to New Hope comes down to the location. Believe it or not, this small town is nestled between two of the largest cities in the whole country. New Hope is only around 1 hour from Center City, Philadelphia, and a little under 2 hours from New York City. So it is still a very popular location for people from the city to visit or have second homes in New Hope. The location of New Hope is also very desired for people who need to commute into one of these major cities, maybe a couple times a week or a couple times a month. You're still close enough, but far away enough that you can enjoy the suburbs, peace and quiet, and get probably a lot more bang for your buck when it comes to the housing in New Hope compared to these cities, but that's something that we'll talk about later on in the video. Since 2020, we have seen New Hope's growth expedite due to the amount of people that can now work from home, and you may be able to work for a company that's located in one of these cities, but you don't have to go there every single day. So a lot of people, obviously since COVID, removed themselves from cities and are living in more of the popular suburbs closer to the city. And also, if you love to travel or if you need to travel for work, New Hope is also located about an hour to both Newark and Philadelphia International Airport. All right, so next up, let's talk about how much is it going to cost you to buy a home in New Hope. At the time of filming this video, the median sales price of a home is $730,000, which may seem high or low depending on where you're moving from. So for example, if you're moving from a very expensive market such as New York or California, then $730,000 in those markets don't get you much whatsoever. But in New Hope, they can get you a great size single family home that's mostly been just completely updated. Also keep in mind that this median price factors in all types of housing. So depending on what you're specifically looking for, the median price could be a lot higher or lower than $730,000. One of the best parts about the New Hope housing market is that it's very diverse. So depending on what type of housing you're looking for, there's a high chance that New Hope has it. So whether you want a condo right in the center of the New Hope town where you can walk to just about everything, or a townhome, or even a single family home in a typical suburban neighborhood, or all the way up to a multi-million-dollar estate, New Hope has all of these options. And since New Hope is located right on the Delaware River, that's another option. You could also own a riverfront property where you could take out your boat every single day if you wanted to. So again, when it comes to the housing market and the housing types in New Hope, it is very diverse. In my opinion, New Hope has done a great job of keeping the original historic charm in downtown New Hope. Although there are some new beautiful homes being built, you can still find an old historic row home or townhome in the center of New Hope, or even a single family home that dates back to the 18 or 1900s. New Hope specifically has seen a big boom in new construction over the past couple of years due to the amount of people that are moving out of the cities and into New Hope. There are brand new 55 plus communities, townhomes, condos, single family homes, $1 million estates, just about any type of housing that you would like. You could typically find a brand new construction of that housing type in New Hope. And now if you're looking to rent a home in New Hope, the average rent for a 1 bedroom in New Hope is right around $1,900, and there are a little over 35% 50% of New Hope residents that are renting a home as opposed to owning a home. All right, so the next thing you should ask yourself is, what are the school districts like in New Hope? The school district that services New Hope is New Hope Solebury, which was rated the second best district in Central Bucks. According to niche.com, the school district is rated an overall A+ rating with an A+ score for academics, teachers, and college prep. 203rd best out of over 11,000 districts for the best teachers in America. Out of over 10,700 total districts in all of America, New Hope Solebury came in at number 271. New Hope Solebury was ranked as number 82 out of 495 for the best school districts for athletes in Pennsylvania. So if you have a little athlete on your hands, New Hope might be a great option for you to consider. And lastly, out of 102 total school districts in the Philadelphia area, New Hope Solebury came in at the 15th best overall. This district is certainly not some huge district with thousands and thousands of students. New Hope Solebury is very small due to New Hope being a small downtown area. The total students in New Hope Solebury from K to 12 is right around 1,300. Lastly, let's go over the two main cons or complaints that I hear most about New Hope, starting with the overall cost of housing in New Hope. The people that already live in the Philadelphia suburbs are typically the ones who think New Hope has a high cost of living compared to those that are moving here from out of state. If you're moving here from an area that has a high cost of living, well above $730, you might be very happy with what you can afford and what your money will get you in New Hope. But also, if you're moving from an area that has very high taxes, such as New York and New Jersey, you might also be very happy because yes, the average cost of a home is a bit higher, but the taxes are significantly lower in Pennsylvania compared to those markets. If you think New Hope is too costly for you, please don't let that stop you from reaching out. I assure you that there are plenty of homes well below the $730,000 price range, because keep in mind that that is the average. So yes, there are some well above $730,000, but there are definitely homes below that as well. And if New Hope just overall is not the right town for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help you find a perfect home that matches exactly what you're looking for. The second con that I hear people most mention about New Hope has to do with the Delaware River. And yes, it is beautiful just about all year round. The downside of living in a town that borders a river is the potential for flooding. Being able to live in a town that is right on the Delaware River is something so many people enjoy, but on the other hand, that definitely means that sometimes the water levels can rise during bad storms, with the risk of flooding the Main Street area and some of the homes. I actually recently had a client make an offer on a home in New Hope, and in this specific property, they were worried about the risk of flooding. So after talking to the township did confirm that they never had a record of water getting anywhere near this property. So please keep in mind that yes, the entire town is right next to a large river. Unless you're living right in the center of New Hope, or if you're living right on a riverfront property, then most likely you don't really have to worry about the river coming up and affecting your home. So is New Hope right for you? Well, it can be a great town to live in for someone who wants a small town feel, loves art, music, theater, etc. And if you love the outdoors, water, or anything that has to do with nature. If you want to be centrally located between the two major cities, New Hope might also be a great option for you. And if you have a bit of a higher price range to purchase a home, or if you're willing to risk the overall square footage of your home so that you can live in New Hope for maybe a bit of a lower price, that's certainly an option as well. Whether you're moving to New Hope or anywhere within the Philadelphia metro area, I would love to help you find your perfect Pennsylvania home. All of my contact information is below, and until then, I will see you over on this next video.